Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are back in Brindleton Bay. Of course, where else would I build? I mean, I'm so obsessed with this new world that we gotten with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. So of course I will be building here for a long time to come. But anyways, I'm building here on the beach by Cavelier Cove. This is on a 20 by 20 sized lot. And I'm actually building a elevated beach house. So this beach house is only supported by wooden poles. There will be more poles than you see now. I'm gonna fully support the entire structure with wooden poles so that it does look kind of believable. I was at one point I was like a little bit indecisive if I should have maybe add in a little bit of foundation or structure so that the entire house can rest on it, but then I was like, nah, it's The Sims, it's gonna be fine. The house won't fall into pieces because of bad structure. Although if the game would have done something like that, that would actually be awesome. If it was that realistic that your houses could like maybe cave in because of earthquakes or poor structure, that would be really fun. But of course we cannot do that in The Sims, so this structure will be fine. So I got the idea for this elevated beach house looking at the backdrop of Cavelier Cove. If you go into your live mode and you go fly around the Cavelier Cove kind of scenery and you look where the Sims team has placed these fake houses that you cannot live in, more of like decoration houses. A lot of them are like this one right here, elevated on poles, really beachy feeling. And because I saw those houses, that gave me the inspiration to build this one. And so I do think this fits in very nicely with the theme that we are going for. And it also fits in with the type of houses that I'm building in this world at the moment. So very happy with that. So yeah, what am I doing at this point? So I'm adding in lots and lots of windows, of course, and I decided to go with a mix between modern and traditional. This is just a type of style that I really like, and because this is a beach house, I wanted my Sims to really enjoy the entire ocean view. And I really like the windows that we've gotten with the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. They are gorgeous, but they just weren't big enough for that very beautiful ocean view. There is one window that is very big, but still it didn't really suit the type of style that I was going for. And that's why we are going for large modern windows instead. There's like a little modern expansion there on the left with a balcony, so I do find that it all fits in quite nicely. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now here, adding in a little bit foundation to the roof so that I can add in some detailing later on. And also the chimney. You guys see me add in a chimney, but the chimney will disappear like halfway through the video because I'm adding in some stuff on the roof, and because of my move objects it disappears again. But before uploading this to the gallery, there will be a chimney. You won't see it in the house overview, you won't see it in the screenshots if I have that correct, I'm not sure, but there will be a chimney, but you won't really see it here. You will see it when you download this from the gallery, so just a little heads up if you're like, there's no chimney, it looks really weird. Although there's no fireplace, by the way. Why am I stressing about a chimney when there's no fireplace? But yeah, there is a chimney in the download file. So yeah. Anyways, here coloring everything, fiddling around with the roof. This is something that we will be doing loads, just fiddling with the roof. You guys know I like to do that. And then here I was looking at the foundation for a little bit. Also changing around that little tree. I used a base game tree, but that tree didn't fit in with the surrounding. It was like a more of a pine cone tree, or no, a dennenboom in Dutch. I don't know the English word, but it didn't fit in with the world. So I'm going with Cats and Dogs trees instead, and those look really nice. So here I was like, maybe add in some foundation, maybe some structure underneath the house, but it looked so weird. So I'm going with poles instead. Don't think that it would be enough if this was like a real life home, but we will be fine. So yeah, so you're adding in some seating areas using the perfect patio stuff pack. Of course, my favorite outdoor stuff pack of the entire Sims series, the Sims 4 series. Not mistaking. Definitely my favorite outdoor pack for all your furnishing. If you don't have perfect patio and you have a little bit of money to spare, go pick up that pack, because that is a real nice pack. And I think there's a sale going on Origin at this moment, or is the sale already gone? I saw a sale this morning on Origin, and all the packs were like 30 or 40% off. Even the base game was like 19.95 euros. That is not a lot of money. I mean, I paid for the base game only I think 60 euros when it came out. I did buy the game on release. I think I even pre-ordered, or not me, my husband pre-ordered the game, because this is actually his game. He was the one who started with The Sims 4. For me, I was like, I'm not buying this. I'm staying with my Sims 3. I love that version way more than I would ever do The Sims 4. So I was actually not keen on buying The Sims 4, but he did buy it in pre-order for him, because he thought it would be so much more fun than what I was doing. So and he's only a Sims 1 player, by the way. He didn't play 3. I think he did play 2 for not a long time, but I think he did play 2. 3 he did not play, but 4 he found so interesting. He really liked the graphics. So of course he bought the game. Within 3 days he was bored of the game and he moved it over my way. So then I started playing The Sims 4 and I got hooked so hard. I loved the graphics. I loved the build mode. Building in The Sims 3, it was a nightmare for me. I'm really crappy in building in The Sims 3. I mean, I can manage and build like a normal traditional home or a modern home, but still it was a lot of work building in 3. I didn't really enjoy it as much as I do in 4. So I think the build mode really got me hooked to The Sims 4, to be honest. And later on, when we gotten more packs, the gameplay started to really hook me up as well. And I think the gameplay really started to be fun for me was after we gotten Get Together. Get Together I loved so much. That was my second expansion pack. Yes, I got Get to Work first, of course. And I also liked Get to Work. I like making my own little bakery or my own little art gallery and just make money off that. I did like lots of rags to riches on my own Sims, so my own household. They always start out as rags to riches. I always build up my my imperium with lots of money from selling stuff. So that is something that I loved doing as well. But Get Together with all the clubs and that entire world just made me love The Sims. That was the moment when I fell in love with the gameplay of The Sims 4. I mean, I was loving the build and buy mode since beginning. So yeah, so the little island that I'm making here in the kitchen, that is gonna disappear. You won't see it on camera. I do that off camera because I was testing out the house and it felt a little bit empty. So I thought, let's add in a bar. You did see the bar in the house overview. I'm just changing out that little island for a small bar, just because the idea of a beach house with a bar. I mean, you want to drink a cocktail if you are in a beach house. I mean, I would like a cocktail if I was in a beach house. So that's why I added it in a bar in the kitchen. So for the layout for this house, there will be some screenshots at the end of the video. But I do make 2 bedrooms, yeah, 2 bedrooms upstairs, 1 bathroom upstairs, 1 bathroom downstairs. There is a kitchen and living, kind of a little bit open floor plan. And of course, downstairs there's also a little section where you can sit by the campfire with the outdoor retreat fire. Corf thingy. I'm not sure. Anyways, so here I'm starting with furnishing the living room. So the couch that I placed is gonna disappear again. I placed this really modern looking couch, but it didn't really fit in what I was going for. I was going for more kind of laid back furnishing for this house. A little bit of a beachy vibe, a bit traditional, not too much, but definitely laid back and cozy. That's what I'm going for. And here adding in all those little details from the Cats and Dogs expansion. So the little steering wheel for your boat. And it's like a captain's wheel, adding that into like everywhere so that you can really feel that this is a beach house, a little bit like a boat house really. I do imagine that the Sims that are living here, they love the sea. Maybe daddy is a captain, that's why there are pictures of the sea everywhere, and there are also boats everywhere. So yeah, probably daddy is a captain, and then the children, because there is a bedroom for 2 kids. One wants to be a veterinarian. Of course, I mean, with so many cats and dogs around, they all want to be vets. And then the other one wants to be a boat captain as well. Maybe work in a lighthouse, you know, something to do with the sea. Maybe he wants to go and fish for crabs, like the crab fishing, you know, Deadliest Catch. Have you ever seen that series? I think it runs on National Geographic or either the Discovery Channel. It's something that my husband loves watching. I don't know if he watches it now, but I think a year ago that was like the hype here in our household. He used to constantly watch the Deadliest Catch, and those are like fishermen who catch crabs on the sea. He was so into it, it was a little bit insane. But yeah, that was, maybe he wants to be something like that, the child, when he grows up. So we're like almost finished with the house. We only need to furnish the 2nd floor and then we're done. So for the bathrooms, like you saw in the downstairs area, I keep it very simple, a little bit traditional, not too modern looking, using loads and stuff for the Cats and Dogs expansion. Of course, this is a house in Brindleton Bay, so of course I will be using that pack for building here. So the bedrooms aren't that large, and that's because this is a 20 by 20 size lot. There isn't that much space that we can work with, but they are sufficient. So there's a bed, there's a dresser, and that's it for the master bedroom. That's it. There's a bed, there's a dresser, and I think a painting or 2. But again, you can walk outside on the little balcony area, and your Sims can sit there and enjoy the view if they want to. So here adding in a little bit of clutter items, adding in that suitcase with all the books. I love that little item from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack as well. And then here going around the entire house, adding in those lanterns. Those are awesome. I keep forgetting them, but they are so nice. So when I found that finally in the catalog, of course, I needed to place it everywhere. So here starting with the kids bedroom, like I said, left to right all the same. The only thing that's different is that on the left side, that is for the kid that wants to be a veterinarian, and on the right side, that is for the kid that wants to be a captain when he grows up. So that's like the only little differences that you will see, but the color palette around the entire bedroom is kind of the same. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed this fun little boathouse, or not boathouse, Mona, it's not a boathouse, this fun little beach house that I built here for my Sims. Of course, all the information on how to get this in your game is all in the description of the video. There's a link to the gallery, and of course, if you are searching for this on the gallery, just search my origin LoveSimplySim and you will find all my houses right there with that origin. So yeah, I'm hoping that you guys are having an awesome day wherever wherever you are. Don't forget to leave your likes, of course. And if this is the first video that you are seeing from me, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, hopefully I will see you all soon and have an awesome day. Bye bye.